Hey everybody. So I guess I'm gonna give my thoughts on the new Spider-Man reboot. For me, I'm happy because before this was actually announced today, I was looking at some stuff online about how Vulture was gonna be the next villain, and I've heard by a couple of people talking about that, and I'm like, Vulture's cool and all that, but I really don't want him in the next movie. But now that they're rebooting it, yes. This means a whole new cast. So Tobey Maguire, Dunst, and those other guys, they're gone. Director Sam Raimi is gone, and I'm happy. This makes me happy because the other Spider-Man movies, they were all right, but they're not. If you go look back at them, you're just like, ooh, it's just not that good. Spider-Man 2 is awesome though. I do love Spider-Man 2. It's pretty cool, but the other ones I don't know. However, what I don't want them to do is basically retell the first movie. I want them to introduce, if they're gonna have the Green Goblin, cool, but I want that costume to be the way it was in the comics. What I want them to do is I don't want it to be a repeat of Spider-Man 1, the first movie. This is a chance to get Spider-Man on a new map. Now, I for one am hoping that the villain is again Mysterio or Craven. Please, one of those two. I'll even take Vulture. If they go with Vulture, but I'm glad that they're rebooting it and possibly not going with him. As much as I like Vulture, I'm not keen on the idea. But I'm hoping that they, Sony or whoever's involved in this, that they get a good director, better actors, and get some better stories out there, because Spider-Man is pretty cool. He's one of my favorites, or he used to be. He's not now, but he used to be one of my favorite comic book characters. But I hope the best for them. No disrespect to the people who, no disrespect to Toby and Sam Raimi and all those other guys, but they just really, they kind of set the groundwork for what's to come. I wish the best for them, like I keep saying, and I just hope that we can get more serious stories. That doesn't mean I want to see dark. No, I just want to see more a mature way of telling the story. Of course, Spider-Man is always a kid's character, but it's good to get some stories out there that the adults and these are supposed to be family films, so this would be something good that the parents and the whole family can enjoy. Everyone can take something from the movie. So, Sony, please do your best to bring this character, back up to A status, because he used to be one of my favorites, and now is Marvel's kind of ruined the character, and the last movie was just a piece of crap. And he's, Spider-Man's been getting the cold shoulder lately, but here's a good chance to get him back on track. And that's my final thoughts on this movie, the reboot franchise. I hope the best for them. As far as who can play Peter, I don't know. I don't have anyone in mind. You guys have anyone in mind? Tell me. Same thing with MJ. I don't know who can play MJ. I'm definitely glad that they are getting a new cast though, because Kristen, she just didn't have the look for me for MJ. So that's just my personal thoughts on it, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to drag the video on too long and just keep rambling on and on about the same old thing. But that's my thoughts on the subject. Spider-Man Reboot. Scheduled for, I guess, 2011, 2012 release. So, you guys tell me your thoughts, and you all have a nice evening or night. And we can discuss this on the blog. I have my blog up, or we can just leave a comment at the bottom. All right, guys, take it easy.